Hi, I'm Amy. Today I would like to introduce a real existing village inside my city, inside China. This village is kind of magical, wealthy, and incomprehensible. So, my husband said this is a part of the real China. Maybe you can show to other people. So that's why I went to my village, the main street, to take a video. This village is very wealthy because of its location, and it has been developed for 20 to 30 years compared to the normal villages inside China. But later I will show you the video. Maybe you will feel surprised. And some things, maybe it's not that comfortable to watch. Let me show you a little map first. See this map. Where we live are in the city area. And just one big cross the road is a village area. So there has the big road running from north to south, separate the city area and the village. And there has a road running from west to east, separate the village, north part and the south part. I want to say this is because this village is rich, but just the south part, because its location and because of the times. Around 30 years ago, there was a big company occupied the land and they signed a long-time lease with the south part of the village and give them a lot of money, depends on how many land you have. And every person in the south village, they get money every year. As I know, it's around 10,000 to 20,000 because of the location of their land as well. Anyway, 30 years ago, a normal family in this village, they can get like a 4-person family, 6-person family, they can get 100,000 RMB at least. That was a good money even nowadays, right? If you don't go to work, you got 100,000 RMB 1 year. That's not bad. And also because of the wholesale market, so lots of people came here to do business, to work. So they need rent the house. So the people in the south village, they got the money, they build the house and they rent the rooms out. So they got more money. That's why in 30 years ago, this village already been rich. And in the past 10 to 20 years, our government intend to transform lots of village to city area, and they did it. But just this village until now is still existing because it is very hard to transform, because this village has lots of people and lots of people from all over China live here. So it's not that easy to let them move. And I already said this village has been developed for 30 years and it was rich before, and also it is rich now. So, what it is like today? Let me show you some video. Okay, let's go to the village, have a look. So I just left my residential buildings, get to the big road. So now I am opposite the village. From this road, I can see the village. You will wait to cross the zebra crossing. Corner is a car center. And we bought our first second-hand car here. So this is the road running from west to east that separates the village. It's a dump. It's a mess here, right? I want to explain again. This road is a new road. Just last year, the government occupied it because they need the road extend. So the road has to get through the village. So they occupied a small part of the village to get this road done. So the road has been used, and the village, as you see, is still under construction. And I have to say, it's like a rubbish station, right? Rubbish everywhere, and the people park their car here randomly. Okay, let's continue. So a lady is using his e-bag. That's very normal here. Everyone has a e-bag. And see the house. I mean, the house in the village are very close to each other. So that road is very narrow, just for one people got through. And the whole village inside are like this. It's kind of like a maze. The people from other place, if I put you in this village, you may get lost. And see that big slogan? The white words on the right close. It is illegal to build without authorization. So you have seen the building, right? Next to this street is 6 floors. In fact, in the village, as I know before, we only have 2 or 3 floors. But nowadays, when I went back, I have seen lots of the buildings has built up to 6 or even 8 floors. This has the reason lots of people do this. Like I said, the government intend to transform this village to city. It is very hard, but since it is a thing has to be done sooner or later. So the villagers who live here, of course, they knew they will get compensation according to the house levels. So that's why they do this. I have to say, this behavior is really immoral, greedy, and unsafe because you build the house by yourself and nobody can make sure the safety. Anyway, this is really a little bit stupid. Let's go inside the village. Okay, this is the main gate to the main street of the village, South Village. This street is a business street. And from here, you can tell the normal people's life. So this is another 6-level house. And see the outside the electric wires. That's one thing it really scares me, especially in the bad weather. So this is around the afternoon 1 o'clock. So it's kind of quiet. But normally this street is really, really very busy. During the morning and the evening. On the wall, lots of more advertisement about the jobs and the renting house. Because every house has lots of rooms and the people come and the people go. So this is a real street in this village. See the buildings. Oh my God, this one maybe 8 levels, 8 floors. I have to say, I'm not sure they get the authorization. I'm sure they didn't get it, but I don't know. Maybe they have 关系. This is a complicated Chinese word. Mm. The environment is not that good, right? This may surprise you. This village has been developed for 30 years. This is a little clinic and massage shop and all kinds of Chinese bread shop and convenience shop, fruit shop, and even the meat shop. Everything you need you can find here. Also, they have the hairdresser, beauty salon, and dentists. So, as I know, lots of villagers they live here all their life. They never left this village. They're happy about their life and they're very satisfied about their life. Sure. A little bit dirty, right? So this street doesn't look like tidy and clean. All the buildings are here and here. When I was a kid, it's almost 2 levels, 2 floors. Okay, we already get to the last of the street, the southernmost of the village as well. And if we cross the zebra crossing, that is a wholesale market. Maybe I will show you soon. Anyway, what I want to say is that wholesale market came to here and changed this village, this south part of the village. So 30 years passed. Do you feel surprised? After 30 years developed, the village still looks a little bit damp and it's not that tidy and it's not that clean. But I have to say the village did change because when I was a kid, the house are only 2 or 3 floors. Nowadays, see the house are almost 6 to 8 floors. The reason I already mentioned. And also I've seen some changes like the young generation, they live in a very modern life in a village. They wear Adidas, they drive BMW, they use the newest iPhone, and they drink Starbucks coffee as well. But their thinking, their behavior seems haven't changed that much. Especially the old generation, they are still very superstition about lots of things. And they follow the very traditional customers, even though nowadays lots of them we need to get rid of. Like they still prefer a boy than a girl in the family. They still think only the boy can carry the family name and only the boy can inherit the family business, something like this. They still live in the 60s or 70s, even though they are already very rich, being 30 years, compared to most villages inside China. And they even are richer than the people who lives in the city. Also, they have lots of uncivilized behavior, like lots of people, they really don't care the laws and the rules. They run the red lights while you should wait. And they wear pajamas, go anywhere they want. They really don't care. And they spit on the street, on the road. They blow their nose without using tissue. They park their e-bike and cars everywhere they want. Also, they don't pay attention to the hygiene, their diet, and they really don't clean the house outside and near the house, inside the house that much. From the street and the video I show you about the house in the village, I think you can tell. Also, about the inside of the house, they really don't care the daily comfort. They are totally enough to afford the good and the comfortable furnitures, but lots of people, as I know, they still use the very old and uncomfortable furniture like the wooden couch. As long as they can be used, they won't change. Anyway, that's their thinking. They care what they cares. That's the reason I really don't like going back to my village, even though I was born there. And as I remember when I was a kid, I have been thinking I must live here one day, even though I never seen a bigger world before. But in my mind, I knew the village is not my place. It's very strange, right? but I did think that way when I was a kid. And nowadays, during the Spring Festival, my family will go back to visit my family. And most time, if no necessary, we won't go back. Especially my daughter, she is a little kid. The kid always tell you the true feeling. She said the village is a dump, it's dirty, and the people there are not very civilized. So that's why she really doesn't like going back. Okay, anyway, that is my village, and it is a real existing village. And also, one thing my husband said, it is very hard to understand about the house in the village. The house belongs to the villagers, but the land belongs to the village as well. But in fact, the land all belongs to the country. So that's why the house here in the village you cannot buy, and the villagers they cannot sell because the villagers have their own special property ownership of the house in the village. So my husband always said in UK, right? The a house is a house. It's like a product. You can buy, you can sell, but here in China, no. Okay, anyway, I don't think any people who are watching this video would like to come here to live. So thanks for your watching. If you have any opinion, please let me know. Bye bye.